Anyways, I just thought it was a cute story. All right, YouTube, what up? It's Neace, no bullshit gamer, and this is Talon mid versus Orianna. So let's see how this goes. You actually demote off of this, huh? I dropped to gold 1. You can demote from gold that fast? Wow. I thought you must. Did you lose a fuck ton before? I'm just curious. I'm not trying to needle you. Like, I'm not trying to be a dick either. First things first. I think you are going fucking crazy here to do what you're trying to do, what you're trying to get away with. Slow this down, dude. You're in a neat spot because you're one of the players that's higher elo to the point of where, like, I don't want them playing like a nut job. Play this slow. You don't want to be in this position where you push in fast as Talon early, because you're just gonna get fucking obliterated if you try to do that, and you're gonna see it right away. Like, you're just asking to get a face full of autos, and you start getting them right away. Now I want you to notice where the lane is. I would much rather you take the safe line and just auto attack creeps. I don't want you in this position where you have the wave. Look at how the wave is set. We're missing a lot of value here. First thing that we're missing is that if Evelyn shows up, she can't really get anything done with the way that the wave's arranged. If you just last hit the creeps, when Orianna auto attacks you, she's going to slowly push the wave to you, so long as you've done nothing but auto attack. And I would rather her be pushing to you than you pushing to her early on, because that's going to put the lane in a really shitty spot for us. And we're not going to really, versus a competent range champ, we're not going to really be getting much done. And as you can see, that's the type of shit we're going to have to deal with. So he's going to be allowed to accumulate a lead over you. And he's going to be able to whittle down your HP. Like, he didn't even like manage harass properly. He didn't pull off the creep, so he took a lot of creep damage, but I just hate this position. You want to test your limits early, but there's just no way. You see what I mean? There's just no way. You're just never killing. Orianna plays really well into you early. And as she does with just about any, like, melee matchup, with the shield, she can poke down. She has great autos early, like high damage autos. You would much rather her just be pushing to you. There's no need to rush. This isn't, dude, you're playing at like platinum range. You're playing against people that, this is different because, like, I normally tell everyone I want them to be cocky, I want them to be arrogant. But in the case of like platinum players, you have to play lane matchups as they are, because you don't just get to run everybody over with raw mechanics. And if this happens to you like it does here, you're looking pretty silly right now, because now look at this. Look at the way look how much we're missing. Just next time, just play the lane slow. Range, you know, range versus melee. There's no need to rush. No need to rush. How do you get them to push on you level 1? I usually just sit in creeps. Yeah, no, that's how you would do it. I mean, that's the idea, is you just play around with you play around with minions. You try to fake like you're gonna push the lane and move up to hit creeps and hope that they, you know, they throw spells on creeps that you're near, or you could just try to take a couple auto attacks to hope that they'll naturally push the lane to you and then back down a bit and just leech some XP, give up farm if you need to. But we definitely do not want to be getting killed early like that. That's not good. Love the roam. This is good solo queue shit. And this is why I emphasize with you. That's why I'm emphasizing, dude, I don't think you need to be doing anything other than keeping your HP up. Because if you notice, here's the other thing, dude. If you notice, this guy really didn't pressure you until you got out of line. When you were in the wave, when the wave was here, It wasn't like Orianna was up in your grill. He was gonna give you the lane to just last hit. It's when you got up in his face and like shoved the lane that you invited, and then you tried to fuck with him, that you invited that kill. If he's not like getting in your grill or like overplaying it, there's no need for you to really do anything fancy. You're gonna have the edge in solo queue. If it's a roaming mid versus a standard control mage, you're gonna have the edge in solo queue way more often than not. So if he's not gonna give you, that's hilarious. And you're gonna live. Dude, that is fucking hilarious. I don't know why you think you can back there here though. You have to know that Thresh is coming. This is advanced, but you have to know that Thresh is already on the move. There's absolutely no way you're getting out. Without going over the wall, I mean. So yeah, that's on you. In the future, just jump back out. Are there any melee matchups where you want to push for level 2 and go for the all-in? No. Not really. I wouldn't rely on it. Is basically what I'm saying. Or you mean melee matchups? I thought you meant melee versus range, sorry. I don't know enough about Talon's melee matchups. Where are you going here? You shove lane. Yeah, I have no problems with this. Don't walk over this. You're Talon. Jump the wall. Dude, anytime you see vision, instead of being a dumbass, you're just telling them. You should be looking for ways to dodge vision when you're roaming. I'm okay with you trying to run straight up river if it makes sense, but this is bad. Just jump the wall and then hit the plant. You meant melee versus ranged? Yeah, it's pretty hard because you're going to take a buttload of harass. If the guy doesn't harass you, that's what we mean by testing our limits. If the guy doesn't harass you at all, then by all means, go for it. But if he's playing back at you, you can't do it. So notice how he doesn't really push back. This is what I was talking about in the early levels, is he doesn't really play back at you. He's just like, Mom, you can push into me. I don't care. Right? This is when I would be shove roaming constant if I'm in solo queue here. Because I just don't see us killing this guy. So it would basically be shove roam permanent for the rest of the game. I don't know how you don't. How did we miss him? Oh, he backed in the bush. Okay, yeah. Oh, you just ran over Zach? What the fuck? Hi, how's it going? Hi. Yeah, I really like this. Let me look at something real quick. This is EOS, right? Where is this? EU East? Okay, sorry. I just want to see your op.gg real quick. So, you're doing some good things here. My first questions to you is going to be, why the fuck is your champion pool so fucking wide? Because you're doing great things here. your mistakes, or you haven't really made many mistakes this lane phase yet, other than the early level stuff. Like push roaming is what I want you to be doing. Push like your early mistake, and then dive in the tower, and then not like overstaying. Like that stuff you'll clean up if you practice the champion long enough. But like I want to know why your champion pool's so wide, and why aren't you just sticking to like Master and Talon? Because this is a really good strategy for climbing fast. Like Talon's a really good champion for climbing fast. This is chaos right now. What am I watching? Why wouldn't you go back into mid there? It makes no sense. Only have 52%. You have only a 52% win rate because you're playing a million other champions. That's why. That's why I was curious. And there, you need to go back into mid and grab that wave. Don't give it away. It's too much XP. You're gonna miss it all. You have all the jumps in the world. The other thing that I didn't touch on, and I want to, is your roaming. Right now, I like some of the roams, and some of the times I don't. Sometimes you roam, you don't try to avoid vision, and other times you roam, and you immediately, like every time you roam, it's like you're gonna extend the roam to the maximum. So like, let's put it this way. If I'm playing Talon, it's fine to check and to move upriver like you're doing something, but you don't always have to commit to the top of the map every fucking time. You don't have to go all the way up every time. You want to keep roam shorter so you can get back to mid if possible sometimes. So I think your frequency of like how often you're going all the way in on a roam is too high. Again, going right over vision that you see, and then you keep going. Like, look at this. Look how silly that is. That's a lot of time wasted. And then you rip some of that guy's farm. Right? You should have stopped there. You clear the ward, you come back to mid, you collect all the farm. You're doing what I call over roaming. It's like you don't know when to dial it back. And now look, you're fighting level 10 Orianna, who's been just safely farming. It's because we've been over roaming and giving up too much farm. So that's where all our XP goes. So you're gonna do it again. You luck out that time, but that's a bad roam, right? Yeah, you're just trying to do too much. I actually think though, that you're on a decent track. Truly, I do. Because I think that the playstyle that you're trying to take advantage of is actually very, very good in solo queue. You just have to learn how to adjust the frequencies. What's the best way to get in contact with me? Just message me here, message me on Twitter. Twitter's good. Yeah, we're just roaming too much. So here you push. This one's a good one, right? This is good because the guy's clearly caught. You're going to get some nice XP off of it. Oh, well, never mind. He's not caught. He's Fiora. He's a beast. Shyvana just no damage there. And you guys didn't really have that much damage to deal with her. What in the fuck? Let me look at that again. It looked like an okay roam. Oh, okay. You didn't do any damage there. You also jumped right into her W. Okay. CC, just wait until you get a loss. It's no big deal. Just play a sesh, dog. You don't have to rush. That's true too, yeah. Definitely, definitely if you notice, the Knight's Veil is now 5 seconds. But yeah, dude, at this point, you're pretty much losing the game. So here's what I see from you right now. You're playing out of control. You actually have decent mechanics, but you're just playing absolutely wild right now. And not in a good way. You are trying to fucking do way too much. And the game isn't about that. The game is not about, like, we're not playing StarCraft where we have to do 1 million things. You come into the lane, you force an early fight against someone who you could probably beat straight up if you just played straight up. You roam around after shoving lanes, but you'd already given away a free kill that you shouldn't have given. You make a decent roam, you go behind tower, you make a decent roam, you overstay, you fuck up, and then from there on, it's like you're just shoving and not really thinking about getting the farm anymore. Because I can't get anything out of mid. Yeah, but the problem is you're overdoing the roams to the point of where, like, you're missing farm. The times where, like, you step over vision, that's the end of the roam. Because you can't get the kill reliably. And you say you can't get anything out of mid, that's fine. Then don't give him a free one early. And then make sure to collect all the farm in mid that you can when you go to make roams. You need to just have a better understanding of, like, is this roam gonna work? Probably not, so I need to turn around. Is there vision here? Yes, jump around the vision. You need to adjust the roam so that they have a higher frequency of success. It's not like you're gonna win every roam. It's not like you're gonna hit every roam you take. But you need to improve the frequency of their success. As opposed to just, I roam, oops, I see vision, I guess I keep going. Oops, they chase me around the jungle, there's a wave on the tower, I guess I should back. You're doing these weird roams and then you're not collecting farm where you should be. I'm all for you pushing roaming. You just need to make sure every time you roam, if they react to you, you need to back down and go back in the lane. Yeah, we could coach later team fight. But for the record, this game's already out of control. Orianna's way bigger than she should be. Zach's way bigger than he should be. Fiora's way bigger than she should be. I grant you that your team isn't doing too hot, but we could have approached this a lot better in my opinion. This is great shit. Like, when you shove and pick up a kill like that, that's clean. You should be running right back to mid, though. Oh, you decide that you're gonna push? Alright. At least you shoved and taxed something. This was good. I like this. Do we need to flash though? And the other thing is, why do you path in lane? Path to the side. Why tell on yourself? Path through here. There's no point of going out in the lane like this. Because then you could just kill him and he won't react to you, you won't have to burn flash. That's just silly. I like that. That was great. This was very sneaky by you. I really like that. But I don't get why path in the lane. Everything about that was good except for the lane path. That looked like a really advanced move. That was great. Because you also caught Thresh jerking off and like going into mid when you were around, which was great. And you're drawing a lot of pressure. Yeah, I don't know what your teammates are doing there. You're not in position to help. They get into a fight. Morgana jerks off. That Evelyn played that as bad as she could. And then Jhin really likes dying, I guess. I don't know why you jumped in there. You know Jhin is there. You just saw him ulting. And I don't know why you're not taking the fruit either. Take the fruit and go. I don't mind you going for this Fiora. But after you get Thresh's flash, you overcommit for no reason. You don't have flash because you wasted it earlier. You wanted to go for Jhin, but I'd already jumped in the Drake pit. Yeah. That was messy. Oh my god, Shyvana, please. See you, Moonlight, brother. This Morgana sucks. After that fight goes bad, just give it up. Wait for a better option. You guys, Morgana got picked off. It's a weighted fight, like, as in it's 4v2. Like, let it go. Yeah, you're just trying to do too much. You're just trying to do too much this replay, dog. That's all this game is. Like, you have potential here. This Evelyn, I swear to God. You are fine to take risks and to run around the map, but you need to balance better. I'm down with you taking risks. That's not what I'm saying. Your risks are bad risks. Most of this replay, they've been very, very, like, crappy risks. There's good ideas in here, but the problem is you have good points, but it's riddled with just really shitty choices. Hard shoving Orianna level 1, and arranging the wave, like having the wave arranged here level 1, is never gonna get you anything. Why not get a long lane and like shit on this guy if he gets out of line or misses an important like QW or something? Why push roam? Like, push roam is good, but why push roam and overcommit to every roam that you make? Why, when we have this guy dead to rights in a long lane, why would we put ourselves in the long lane, blow our flash in order to kill him when all we have to do is stay in the fog and kill him? Why would we roam every time that there's minions on the tower? You never go back and collect them. When you step over vision, you keep going on these are not good risks. These are bad choices that you're making that you can avoid. Constant. It's riddled. Like, there are good moments, but there's a lot of really silly things that we're doing that if we'd polished them up, we would have had a way better chance of carrying. Not saying that we would have definitely won 100%, but our odds would be way better. Here you get outplayed because you go straight in instead of trying to juke anything. So if you had just ran, like, basically if you just ran forward and then juked back briefly, you would have gotten so much more out of that spot. Yeah, I don't mind that you're like trying to get shit done, but you need to, what you're saying is I have to do this if I need to carry. It's like, no, like, to be clear, I want you making man plays, and there's some good ones in here, but I don't want your default move, like, you're on the opposite end of the spectrum. I don't want every default move you make. This is way too early on the Knight's Veil. I don't want your default move to be, I am going to shit on everyone every time, regardless of if they have vision of me coming or not. Part of adapting in this level, part of getting through platinum, is now you need to balance frequencies a little bit better than just, I automatically run everyone over every time. Yeah, I don't think your mechanics are bad. I think you're just making dumb moves. This is when you needed to reset this right here, when Thresh turns back into you. Alright. This is pretty much death point. So, as far as I'm concerned, that's pretty much what this one came down to. Is I think that you probably had an edge over this Orianna, but you just gave him a free one. You just gave him a free one for no reason. Your lane should consist of, I get to a point where I can roam around and kill shit, but I never, ever, ever give away free ones like that. Like, and you gave away free ones in more than one way. You pushed in early, got, like I said, lane in a bad spot, died, and then after the roams were good, and we just gave up way too much farm. That's it, dude. That's it. There was just, I don't mind, like, you roaming a lot. I don't mind you falling behind in CS. That's standard. That's standard for you. If you play hyper roaming style in solo queue, which I like, that's standard. You're going to fall behind in CS. So people talking shit about your CS score, that is completely normal situation to be in. This high of a deficit? No. You running around the map trying to snowball the game because your lane's boring as fuck? Great option. Good play. I've got no qualms with that. You just need to make sure when they see you coming, clear the ward to fake that you're coming up there, or avoid the vision, but do not path over vision and drag yourself all the way up there on an unreliable roam. Just like, when you make a good roam, you got jumps over the wall. Wall jump your ass out and back in a safe spot. If you make a roam and it doesn't work and you draw pressure, get back into mid and collect the farm, collect the XP. You can't just give away XP constantly throughout the game. You have to balance it. I'm down with the roam style. I think it's really good in solo queue, but you're just overdoing it. It's not that I want you to dial back the roams. I want you to dial back the roams when you overplay them. Like, here. Let's say, let me do something a little nuanced here. I would like you to look at the mini map, okay? I'll do it like this for you. So let's say that you're roaming to bottom. I'm going to draw out a little thing for you here. There's a green and a fucking yellow. Okay. A red. And then we'll say black at the very bottom of the lane. Say you're going to bottom, okay? From green to black, that's how much farm you can potentially, like that basically represents the farther you go down to a roam. So we go all the way down to black, right? That means that if you stay down there, you know, get the kill, farm the lane, whatever, that means you're just losing waves and just guaranteed your turret's going to take a lot of damage. If you get into the red zone, same thing. So the point is like you don't want to dip down into the depths of another lane for too long. That's why I say every time that you leave mid and you start running around the map, keep everything you do short so you can quickly go back to mid, or you can run right back to mid straight up. All right? Every time that you leave that lane, you should be thinking like, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to go right here, keep it short and leave. Deal my damage and get the fuck out and collect the farm in mid. So that you don't get in a situation where your roams aren't getting you, like you're falling behind because you're missing so much XP every time. And time again, you dipped into that red and black zone that I've drawn out for you when you were going top as well. Even when they knew that you were coming, you still went for it. The point is you should be able to adjust and go, okay, this roam probably isn't going to pay me. It's going to hurt me more than it's going to help me. Even if I get the kill, I'm going to miss a lot. That's when you need to be shifting gears. I don't mind you going for it. I like that you're pushing and roaming. That's good solo queue shit. That's a good strategy. But now you've got to be a heavier thinker, a heavier macro player, and go, they're probably going to catch me before I get down there. Their HP is probably too high for me to get anything done. If I go here right now, or if I stay too long, I'm going to miss a huge wave. How do I know if they know I'm coming? Well, part of the issue is time and time again, you saw a ward, or you saw the vision, you saw a blue trinket, or you saw a fucking scuttle zone filled out, and you still ran over it. So I would start with just not walking over wards like a tard. I'm not being a dick, I'm just saying. That's what it looks like to me. You see the vision, you don't even adjust. If you see the vision clear as day, they know you're coming. No ifs, ands, or buts. Then you can make judgment calls. Then you can skip shit. You come down river, jump a wall, come from a different path, whatever you got to do. But you can't always just path straight line, run over vision, go all the way to the corner of the map and expect to not lose an XP. No, you don't bet on them watching the minimap. You take weird paths. You go river, and then you jump the wall, maybe hit the scuttle, like roam and be sneaky about your paths. Don't take predictable lines. If you run over vision, just either see the vision and readjust, or clear the vision and just go back to mid. That's it. That's all you needed to do this game. That would have cleaned up a lot of this, and then obviously the death early you could have avoided. Just play to your conditions. Play to your strengths, dude. What does Talon do well? He roams. He roams and he skirmishes well. Don't try to swag on people in lane every time. If you're playing a ranged champ with good autos and a safe lane phase, push him. Push into him when he gives it to you. If he's not harassing you, push into him, and then run around the map and shit on people. Done and done. All right. YouTube, I hope this helps Talon people out there. This is Neace, No Bullshit Gamer. Please like, subscribe, and all that bullshit, and I'm out. Peace, cracks.